Calculate the acute angle, and this time it specifically says it wants the acute angle, correct to the nearest degree between the directions of these two straight lines given by these Cartesian equations. Well, we're going to use the dot product again, just in 3 dimensions. You should be getting used to the fact now that you can read off from these equations the fixed points and the direction vectors of the lines. If not, make each of these equal to the parameter lambda and each of these equal to the parameter mu and work out your parametric equations. If you are just going to read them off, as I'm about to do, first check you've got positive 1 coefficients in front of each of the variables. And if there isn't a 1 written on the bottom of the fraction, then remember that's what it is. If it just says y plus 2, it's y plus 2 over 1. So, direction of L1 we'll call A, and it is the vector. I'm going to use matrix form, why not? 1, -1, 4. It's just those numbers there. And the direction of L2, we'll call it B, and it's the numbers off the bottom here, 3, 1, 2. Because if I was going equals to lambda, or mu in this case, they would be the numbers multiplied by that parameter as I cross-multiplied. Okay, I've got my 2 vectors. I'm going to use the dot product. A dot B is component-wise multiplying and adding. 1 times 3 plus -1 times 1 plus 4 times 2. Well, that is 3 take 1 is 2 plus 8 is 10. I'm going to need the length of each vector. Mod A is 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 4 squared, which is 16, 17, 18. Well, that's root 9, root 2. So I've got 3 root 2. And the length, oops, I went off the bottom there, sorry. And the length of B is the square root of 3 squared plus 1 squared plus 2 squared. That is 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 4 is 14. And that's 2 times 7, so I can't simplify. Okay. So, cosine of the angle between the 2 vectors. Draw a quick diagram to tell me what theta represents. It's the angle between them. If my dot product was negative, I would be getting an obtuse angle. Because it's positive, I'm going to get an acute angle. So I know I can just use that number. It's A dot B over mod A mod B. Okay, A dot B was 10 over 3 root 2 times mod B is root 14. You can simplify it. You don't really have to because you're about to put that into, it's root 28. You're about to put that in a calculator, so it doesn't matter too much. Well, if that's cos theta, then theta is inverse cos of 10 over 3 root 28, which is inverse cos of 10 over 3 root 28, which is 51 degrees to the nearest degree. 51. Of course, if I hadn't realised it was positive, I'd used a negative number and got an obtuse angle here, I should just have gone, well, I want 180 minus that number. to get the acute one.